my contact is available. My contact is available for those who would maybe want to comment or to ask a question. So then, as you may have seen in your invite for today, my session is about our personal grooming range of products. So just to introduce the topic for today, personal grooming is an important aspect of how we present ourselves to the world. You know that we go about the world and we look at people and people look at us, and it's the first contact that we have with the world. So the way we present ourselves to the world is important, and our personal grooming for that reason is an important aspect of that. And thinking especially of us as Neolife distributors, very often we are the first contact that prospects will have with our Neolife company, will be the first contact maybe they have with the products or community. So this means that our personal grooming is in fact, in a way, part of doing our business. Just the way a shopkeeper is going to think about how to present their products in the shop window, we can often think of ourselves as the shop window of our products by the way we present ourselves. But of course, we don't stop there. We go on with knowing how to present our business, knowing the facts and the other important matters of doing our business. So the first step in being well groomed and presentable is, of course, good health. It's not easy to present oneself as well groomed when one is ill or suffering from ill health. And for that reason, our Neolife has an important part to play in how we look. Because, for example, one of the important things about the skin is that it is related to our overall health. So for that reason, we think about our personal grooming products as one aspect of personal care, but is another aspect of it. But of course, we often talk about different nutritional products. So today, I think it's a good thing for us to turn our attention to our personal grooming products themselves. And just like the way Neolife goes about researching and making our nutritional products, when Neolife is researching and making our personal grooming range, it treats the skin like any other organ in the body, thereby making products which have been developed to beautify, at the same time protecting and maintaining the health of the skin. And so, for instance, one of the questions that we often get is people asking why we do not have a sunscreen. But in the course of researching the ingredients for sunscreen, Neolife was not able to find a way to make the sunscreen that was totally safe for use for ourselves and our clients. So for that reason, we do not actually have a sunscreen. And at the same time, we have to remember that the sun is an important part of our health through its enabling us to make vitamin D when we are exposed to the sun. So therefore, I just said that when researching and making our products, Neolife prioritizes maintaining the health of our skin, protecting it, and also making it look good. So the skin, as we of course know, is the largest organ in the body. It covers our entire body and it has, like any organ, specific functions that it performs for us. So I'll mention a few of them, but definitely not all. So one of the things the skin does is collecting information for us from the environment. Think about the way we are able to tell the temperature of the place we are in, the way we are able to perceive things like touch and so on. These come through receptors that are in our skin. The second is that our skin is our first line of defense against any harmful item in our environment. So if there is something that is going to harm us, the first place it's likely to make contact is our skin. And so our skin provides protection for us to a certain degree. Of course, it's not that it is totally impregnable, like what is this thing, like a coat of armor, but it does do a good job of, for example, keeping us warm in under cold conditions. That is why there is a layer of fat under our skin that helps to maintain our body temperature. We have got, of course, receptors on our skin that warn us. For example, if we are getting too close to something which is too hot, our skin will be able to sense it and send that information to our brain. So in that way, the skin is our first line of defense against harm from our environment. Then the skin also plays an important role in getting rid of wastes, especially through sweat. And another one is that a large percentage of the vitamin D that we have is made by our skin when it is exposed to sunlight. Then another function of the skin is that it is an important part of our identity through our appearance, because our appearance, of course, is related to our skin, because that is what is on the surface of our bodies. Just a point to note there, our gut, the skin of our gut is actually continuous with the skin on the surface of our body. So this means that when there are harmful things in our food, it's going to affect not only our gut, but it may also affect the skin on the surface of our body. In the same way, if we apply harmful cosmetics on our skin, then it is going to have an effect on the interior of our body, because the skin is continuous inside us and on us. So then, what are the factors that determines the condition of our skin? The first is the health and hydration of our body in general. Water is a very important item in our body, and so hydration always plays an important role. And this is especially important for the skin because the skin is so exposed. So it relies on the water that is within, that we have taken into our body to maintain it from becoming too dry. Then the next point on which the condition of the skin depends is that it needs effective cleansing. So how well is our skin cleansed is an important part of the condition of our skin, keeping it in good condition. So because the skin deals with the waste material both from inside us and also from outside us in the environment, which means that we need to cleanse our skins well to keep it in good condition. Then the next one is the condition of our skin is dependent on how well we protect it from damage. For example, damage from environmental factors, as I've mentioned, also from toxins that may be in items like food, cleaning agents, skincare products, and so on. The condition of our skin also depends on our providing the means for it to heal itself when it is damaged. So we need to have the nutritional items that will help our skin to repair itself. Then the last one I'll mention is stress levels. So our stress levels and our toxin load is going to determine the condition of our skin. So for example, red smokers will notice that for example, our facial skin will start wrinkling prematurely because of the effect of products inside the cigarettes. Of course, also is going to be affected. So certain illnesses undermine the health of our skin. So stress levels, toxin load, and overall health all will determine the condition of our skin. So you'll of course also have noticed that our skin is not the same all over our body. We have different sorts of skin on our body. For example, the facial and neck skin are, sorry, I realize I'm moving away from the screen. The facial and neck skin are quite thin and delicate, which means that this skin is easily damaged and requires more protection. The other kind of skin we'll notice is, for example, the skin on our heads, and for some people on their body, this skin has got hair growing out of it. And this means that this skin is different from the rest of the skin. And then if you look at the soles of our feet and the palms of our hands, the skin there is thicker and tougher. And for this reason, the fact that the skin on our body is not the same, Neolife personal care products to take care of different parts of the skin, because skin will be different. Specifically, we have nutrients, which is formulated especially for the very delicate facial and neck skin. And usually we speak about nutrients as a separate standalone topic. And so we will not talk more about it. We'll go on to the other personal care products, starting by introducing the fact that in the personal care range, we have got cleansers, which make sure that our skin is clean. And then we have got emollients, which condition and moisturize our skins. So starting with the cleansers, I will mention them just now, but the cleansers in our range are gentle, first of all, but they are also thorough in cleaning the skin. They have the characteristic of being free rinsing. So free rinsing is important because it prevents the accumulation of residues on our skin. If you think about skin like the scalp, which also has hair growing out of it in many people, if there is residue being left there because the product you are using is not free rinsing, then it means that over time it's going to the product's residues are going to accumulate, and the accumulation is going to irritate the skin, and you may then start noticing itchy scalp, dandruffs, and so on. So that is to say that our cleansing products are gentle but thorough, and at the same time, they are free rinsing so that you don't have any residues left behind once you've rinsed off your cleansing product, whether it is shampoo or it is PCC and so on. So the first product that I have in my list here is the shower gel. So this is a mild gel for bathing. It is a luxurious product that provides a very nice sensory experience because it has got a pleasant scent, and it is gentle in its cleaning, but it does the job very well. So that is shower gel, one of our cleansers. So that is for the body. And then, so shower gel is a little pricey. Then the hard-working daily personal showering or bathing product is PCC, stands for Personal Care Concentrate. So this is also another mild gel that is pH balanced and cost-effective and can be used by the whole family. It is hypoallergenic and has got a very mild scent, which means that people who are sensitive can comfortably use PCC. Just to say that a lot of time you'll notice that so the products that you get out there have got a very strong scent, and the chemicals that are used in making this scent can often cause allergic reactions and irritations on the skin for people. So this is why you notice that our range tends to not have those strong perfumes and strong smells, whether you are thinking about our home care or our personal grooming and so on, because those strong scents are made using chemicals which can actually act as irritants. I know for myself, I'm very glad that we have got the Neolife products because I find I'm not very tolerant of the strong smelling perfumes that you find in washing powders, fabric conditioners that you find in the market. They're often very strongly perfumed and they are quite irritating to the eyes, to the skin, and to your respiratory system, especially if you tend to be sensitive. So PCC, our regular day cleanser that can be used by the whole family, is cost effective, but very, very good for cleansing and is quite mild. Then the third cleansing product that I have here is the shampoo. The Neolife shampoo comes in two types. We have got the rich shampoo and we have got the mild shampoo. So the rich shampoo deeply cleans the hair without stripping it of its natural oils. And it is formulated for hair that tends to be straight and oily. So this is not for dry hair that tends to be dry. It is more for hair that tends to be oily. This is the kind of hair that is commonly found in our amongst our sisters of the Asian race, because they have got straight hair that is often very well oiled, and sometimes they may want to reduce the oil. So rich shampoo is quite good for that type of hair. Then we have got the mild shampoo, which is formulated for a sensitive scalp or for hair that tends to be dry and damaged. For example, hair that is tightly coiled, like my natural hair, for example, and many of us of the African race, may do better with the mild shampoo because it is gentler on the hair that tends to be dry and or hair that has been damaged as a result of whatever styling and so forth that we do. So those are the cleansers of our Neolife grooming category. I then want to move on to the emollients. So these are the products that keep the skin in good condition. So I start with the hair conditioner, which is for all types of hair. It ensures that moisture is restored to the hair and the scalp once you have shampooed your hair, and it prepares it for the styling that you want to do on the hair. Then we also have Body Love, which is a fragrant bath oil that is formulated to retain moisture in our skin after showering or bathing. It is especially useful when if you live in a place where the air has low humidity, that is, the air tends to be dry, or if you work in an environment which is air conditioned and you find that your skin tends to be dry, then adding a bit of Body Love to your bathing water or applying it while your skin is still damp is going to help to retain moisture in your skin, to combat the dryness that will come from an environment that is low in humidity or cold and dry. Then I have aloe vera gel, which is a versatile gel that is made from the aloe vera plant. It can be applied on minor injuries on the skin, and it is a useful part of starting the process of healing on the skin, whether it is as a result of minor injuries or as a result of skin irritation. It can be used for certain skin conditions, for example, acne and eczema and such like, where the skin needs a bit of help to recover from rashes and other irritations of that sort. So aloe vera gel, very important. I think in our African culture, aloe vera gel has been used for years and years because the aloe vera plant grows commonly in many parts of Africa, and it is used for healing the skin from different types of damage. Then the other product I have is Neolife 100 Body Lotion. And this one complements the skin's natural pH and adds moisture to the skin after you have cleansed it, thereby protecting the skin from dryness. So that is hand and body lotion. So those are the members of our personal grooming range. I also wanted to say a few things about our Neolife difference, because sometimes we'll come across people who will ask us, but why should I use your product instead of my own? And the big point about our personal grooming range is the quality of the ingredients that are used in making the product. So Neolife starts from the quality of the water that is used in this product. Remember that water is the most important ingredient because it is the largest volume of skincare products. So if the quality of water that is being used is not that good, then you start with the main product, or the main ingredient of the skincare product being already of a poor quality. So Neolife starts with the water that is used in manufacturing, making sure it is highly pure and suited for the making of a skincare range. Then another ingredient that you'll commonly find in our Neolife grooming range is aloe vera. So aloe vera is natural and rich with many health benefits for the skin, including enzymes, vitamins, and antioxidants, which help to resolve inflammation in our skin and also starts the process of healing. So that is why you will often see aloe vera as one of the ingredients in our personal grooming range. That is not including also the specific gel that is called aloe vera. We also use that ingredient in the products, the other products. Then the other product ingredients that you find are provitamin B5 and glycerin. So these two products are humectants. So humectants are types of substances that attract moisture from the environment to the skin. So this characteristic helps them to maintain the hydration of our skin. And it also makes sure that we soothe dry skin. So that is why, again, these ingredients will be found in our products, provitamin B5, that is a precursor of B5, and also glycerin. Then Neolife also adds excellent oils to our range that help in locking in the moisture. And this will include oils like refined mineral oil as well as coconut oil. These oils form a barrier to prevent moisture loss from our skins. So those are some of the ingredients you'll commonly find in our personal grooming range. And Neolife always chooses the best quality of ingredients so that when they present us with a product for our personal grooming range, we are getting the best quality. So I thought I might mention a few products since I see I've got time there to mention a few questions that are related to the skin. So one question that I have is someone who has recurrent athlete's feet. So athlete's feet, in case you are unaware of it, is candida that affects the skin between the toes. So this can be quite a problem for some people and can be a recurrent problem that keeps on being treated and coming back. And this person specifically has got the kind which keeps on recurring. And for that reason, one of the things I would want to recommend is that they check if they're pre-diabetic or diabetic, because one of the things that diabetes and pre-diabetes can do is make us more liable to candida infection. So athlete's feet is a yeast infection, which is also candida infection. It is advisable to avoid walking barefoot, for example, in public bathrooms where one might pick up fungal infections. But at the same time, it may not be coming from outside. It could be coming from the fact that our sugar metabolism is not so good, and we are beginning to have excess sugar in our system, which usually attracts the proliferation of fungal infections like athlete's feet. So you check on that. On the Neolife side, you can use Care Solution for rinsing in the water for rinsing the feet. Then we also recommend the use of either acidophilus, if you have it in your market, or fiber tablets, which, remember, we say that fiber tablets help by feeding the friendly microbes that keep down the population of the harmful ones. So if your gut microbiome is well balanced and varied, your system itself is going to be able to fight and minimize the population of any fungus that is trying to cause an infection, such as athlete feet or candida in the mouth or candidiasis in other parts of the body. Then if we find that there is a problem with the sugar metabolism, either prediabetes or diabetes, we then recommend that you add to that botanical balance and TRINN. So this will help if the person has got pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes issues. Then another question related to the skin is psoriasis. So psoriasis is an autoimmune condition that affects the skin. What it does is that it excessively speeds up the cycle of skin cells, And this leads to the skin becoming inflamed and breaking out in rashes, which tend to be dry and itchy. So as we know, with autoimmune conditions, it comes from problems that might be originating from a gut that is permeable. And so it would be a good thing to take care of those health points that we mention when we speak about gut health, which is one of the product session that is coming around sometime, I think. So to deal with any autoimmune condition, first think about the gut and protecting the integrity of the gut by making sure your gut microbiome is in good growing and good, by the diet that you take, as well as making sure that you have got adequate dietary fiber in your diet, and maybe adding also acidophilus if you have it, or fermented foods from your culture can also help to boost up friendly microbes that help to the integrity of our gut. So for psoriasis, apart from that, on the Neolife side, we recommend vitamin D. You can take it as a supplement. We have got two types. We've got the vegetarian one. We also have got vitamin A plus D. So you can supplement for that with psoriasis, especially because if the skin is very irritated, being in the sun might aggravate the psoriasis. Then we also recommend chelated zinc, omega-3 salmon oil, and aloe vera gel to apply on the patches where the skin has rashes. So finally, I'll mention eczema. I think I had eczema in the last Q&A, but it's also another common skin irritation that is related to allergies and allergic reaction, and it can be triggered by washing powders, perfumes, those things that I was saying that tend to be in some of the products that we come across. So if a person is sensitive, they can either have a reaction that is in the respiratory system, or it can appear on the skin. And so it's good to try and identify what is triggering the eczema and avoid it. And on the Neolife supplement side, we will recommend vitamin A plus D. We recommend chelated zinc, flavonoid complex, and aloe vera gel. If the eczema is very dry and irritated, I usually also think it's a good thing to apply Vaseline if you don't mind it. So, of course, if one has got these types of skin issues, it is an important thing to use grooming products that do not aggravate the skin problem that you have. And that would recommend that we use something like PCC, which is quite mild and will not further aggravate the skin that is already suffering from some of these conditions. So I think I shall stop there for this evening. But I first want to thank you very much for having spent the time with us. And I hope that you have found our session of today useful for you in your personal grooming capacity and also in assisting those that we come across. So personal grooming is important because when someone is not well groomed, it's easy for us to see. And maybe we can put an opportune word here and there to help them along. So thank you very much. Pascal is standing by right here beside me, ready to take you through the next session. And I wish you all the best in the remainder of this week. And as we move towards month end, I hope those goals are coming within our reach. And we continue to sympathize with those in different parts of our continent who are having periods of unrests around them. We hope that all will be resolved in due course. Thank you very much. And here is Pascal now.
Thank you very much, Betty. Grooming. I think my hair is quite well groomed. So this